Hello. In this video, I will be going over my individual project 4. In this project, we were tasked with building a publicly accessible auto-scaling container using Azure App Services and Flask. And in doing so, I have created a scalable web-hosted app that implements an embedded large language model within Flask. And this app will be publicly available and contained within Azure. So now I'm going to run through the entire process of constructing this auto-scaling container. So the most important component is the Docker file contained within the root repository, because this will serve as a connection between our Docker desktop and our API. So we started by installing Docker desktop on our local machine. And once we had it installed, we created a new dev environment, and we wanted to clone our current repository into Docker desktop. So just to show what that looks like, this is the dev environment. We can, do our operations either in Visual Studio Code or within the terminal itself within Docker desktop. But regardless, these are the steps. So we clone our repository, then we set our current directory to where the root Docker file is located. Then we build our Docker image, and then we run our Docker container. So once we've done all that, we can then log into Docker Hub, build, and push. That is done simply by using these 3 commands within the terminal. And then once we have that completed, we can then deploy within Azure. So this process involves creating a new web app service on Azure with the appropriate Docker container settings. Part of this involves, once you build the web app, you want to add a new application setting called websites_port and set the key accordingly based on the root Docker file. So within, to show you what that looks like, within our Docker file, we have this key. So that's going to be used within the Azure web app as our websites port. And then we can verify the domain. So the domain here, this link right here, serves as our app. So that's what this link is. And then when we open this up, we see we have the app that we created. Basically, this app is quite simple. We just have 2 tabs at the top. One is the home tab. This just serves as a very basic description of what the app is. And then we have a tab where a user can actually use the app. So the purpose of this app is just giving a user a way to interact with OpenAI. So they can enter any prompt they want and then click generate text, and then they'll get a response. So just to show an example, we can say, what day is it today? So if they enter that and generate text, you'll get a response. So super simple app, really basic, just to illustrate, the functionality of this entire process. So that's our app. And now if I'm just going to show a little bit of how the app was actually created. So we have 2 directories here, static-css and templates. So static/css, this is just establishing, the style of the web page, including body, header, main, and footer, just overall what it looks like, the formatting of it. And then within templates, we have 2 HTML files. These are for the 2 separate tabs on our app. So one for home, of course, providing a header, providing tabs, providing a description. And then the interesting one is use.html, which actually implements the text box and the connection to the OpenAI. So yeah, we have a text box and we also have a button click. So that's really just the interesting use of the HTML files. And then finally, something else to mention is we also have app.py. This is very, very simple as well. This is just giving us the ability to actually implement our app and providing the structure there.